Welcome to Imperial CAD system. In this video, I'll explain how to assemble parts in Creo using Creo parametric software, and we discuss some basic options in assembly workbench. First, here I have opened Creo assembly workbench. Then how to call the part into assembly workbench. We need to get into this option, assemble, then select the part where you saved. Then here the part you can see here, it has all degrees of freedom, like it can translate in XYZ translation. Also see, selecting this axis, and if you drag, it moves. Then it can rotate, you can rotate in all three axes like this. This is blue one is Z rotation, and red one is the X rotation like this, and green Y rotation. So we need to arrest these degrees of freedom by applying assembly constraints. In Creo software, in this window only you can apply, while calling the part, you can apply constraints. Either we can select here by selecting the option in that, or go to placement here, open this, and you can apply the constraints, the required constraints for the part. Here it shows the status no constraints. Here the status should be fully constrained. So as this is the first part, I apply fix option. Here we have fix option, then the status you can see fully constrained, then that is fixed. You can't move the part, you can't see, you won't see the compass also. When you apply fix constraint, then go for OK. Then I call the same part again, assemble. Now I move this. Now you can translate this, you can move this. Now as this is also the same part, it has three holes. I want to coincide this whole axis to this whole axis. Now again go to the placement option. Now only the first component we need to use fix option, and the second part we need to apply constraint according to its requirement with respect to the base part. Then here the next constraint placement, go to placement, coincident, here status is no constraint. I select this whole axis and this whole axis. Then here status is partially constraint. Here for this part it has a Z rotation and it has a Z translation. Now we need to apply another coincidence constraint for this hole and to this hole, so that all the three holes will be coincided, will be concentric. So to apply further next constraint, go for new constraint, open here, select the same coincidence option in this coincident, select this whole axis and this whole axis. Now partially constraint it is showing as status. Now I want to maintain an offset distance between these two parts. In that case, next we need to go into offset constraint or distance constraint. Say suppose instead of giving all constraint, if we go for OK, then again how to apply constraint. There is no separate constraint option showing over here. In that case, come to the history model tree, click on that part, second part, go to here, edit definition option, go to placement again. You can see coincident one constraint, coincident another constraint, then select a new constraint. Here do select the distance option, then select this surface and this surface and distance. I want some 30 mm distance, see like this. Now it is a maintained 30 mm distance. Now you won't see the compass, it is fully constrained. The status it shows here fully constrained. If you select flip, it reverse Then all the three constraints, coincident, distance, coincidence. So you can see here two parts we assembled. I go for OK like this. I want to insert a pin into this hole. Then assemble the next part, second part. Just I turn that and move to the position. Then for this we need to coincide whole axis and this whole axis, and we need to coincide this surface and this surface. For that, go for placement. Here go to coincidence, select this surface and this surface, then new constraint. So to contact this head base surface onto this surface, then here again you need to select, you can select a distance and you can give a zero distance between these two surfaces, or else directly you can select coincident, this surface to this surface. Then see here fully constrained, then go for OK. Like this, these are the basic options, how to assemble two parts, how to assemble a pin, how to assemble a pin into the part which is having a hole. We have to use the constraints like coincident, distance, like that. We see further options in the next video. Thank you for watching this video. For more videos, share and subscribe Imperial CAD system.